Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Yuricast. I am Laethas, joined by my co-host, Aisha, also known as Mama Loves Manga.
Hmm. I think at this point, like by this point, they know. Um,
I mean, it could always be someone's first episode. You never know.
I guess that's true. Go back to the beginning. Watch from the beginning. Hi,
A-
hey, y'all.
Anyway, this week, the last week of Pride Month for us, there are a few days of June remaining next week, technically, but this will be the last Yuricast in June. Yay.
Forever.
No.
It's the last Yuricast.
No.
Forever. I'm leaving, y'all. I'm leaving.
She lies. Don't listen to her.
No, no. You just gotta let me go. Okay? You've gotta let me go.
You don't want to leave. Let's be real here. Anyway, we read What Does the Fox Say this week,
Mm-hmm.
which is a webcomic that you can read on TappyToon. There are two different versions. There's the safe for work version and the not safe for work version. So, depending on what you want, buy the chapters that are of the version you want. We were
I mean, y'all can
supposed
guess what we read, right? Like,
we were
which one did?
supposed to have read only the first 20 chapters, but my co-host is unable to keep her pants on, so she may have read a little more than that. Um, do you have anything to say for yourself?
It was worth it.
All right. Anyway,
I have no
if
shame and nothing to apologize
if
for,
it was
sir.
so worth it, that seems like an excellent reason for you to go ahead and give a brief synopsis and overview of what this series
Uh,
is.
why me?
I mean, you said it was all worth it, so I'm delivering this on a silver platter to you. You can talk about the most wondrous series you've ever read.
I miss when, like, I miss the beginning of this podcast when you were, like, low key intimidated by me. Um,
I don't think I was ever
yeah,
intimidated.
you absolutely were. You're like, wow, she is so cool and everything that I want to be when I grow up. And now you're comfortable.
Why do I feel like you're stalling?
All right, all right, all right. So, what does the fox say? Centers around Ju Seung-ji and Soon 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 Sung Sung Soo Min. Um, Seung-ji is a new hire to Soo Min's um company or whatever, and the story follows their relationship and it's developing and all that jazz. It's very I don't really know how to categorize it, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it. That's basically what it's about, right? Those two ladies, and then there's like some other
You're gonna have
characters who
to
kind of.
give a little bit more explanation. You're like, oh, it's about this woman and this other woman. Yeah, no, of course, it's a Yuri. Duh.
Okay, so
Give them a
like,
little more.
okay. So Sunji is like this blonde. Um, I mean, she's pretty. Like, she's pretty. Um, Everyone is like going gaga over her. I actually think that Sumin is prettier. Um, but I might also be biased a little bit because Sumi, I have a type. Anyway, so Sunji
She
is
wants. She
younger.
wants.
Huh?
Aisha wants to be girl boss.
Oh, yes. Yes. Anyway, so Seungji is, like I said, she's a new hire. She's also young, um, whereas Sumin is like my age, um, in that area, so there is like scandalous. Also, they're gay and they have to hide their gayness. So that's drama. And then, of course, like Sumin has people from her past who she still messes around with, and there's stuff going on with that. Seungji is very like innocent. I guess you could say. I guess innocent. I don't like that word actually. I'm gonna take that back.
She's
Inexperienced.
yeah, naive as
Inex-
well.
yeah. She's very sheltered, it seems like, as well. She has a brother and sister-in-law who kind of creep me out. Honestly, I'm not really sure what I think about them and the way they treat her. But she just seems like a very sheltered, um, naive young person, and it's but she's really bubbly and like earnest or whatever. Whereas Sumin is emotionally stunted and grumpy and my type. So yeah, is that enough?
Yeah, I think that's enough.
Because we're gonna talk about it more. So
Yeah. So,
that's enough.
what were your thoughts before cracking it open? By cracking
Okay,
it open, I mean going to the website and reading it.
all right. Oh my gosh. So whenever you mentioned what does the fox say, honestly, the first thing that popped into my head was the song. Um, you
Of
know,
course.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever said this, but my oldest son's name is Fox, and he hated that song.
I
Because every
wonder
day,
why.
because every day he was still, I think, was he still in public school at this time? I can't remember, but people would always say, "What does the fox say?" And he would get so mad, and I felt really bad for him. So, anyway, that's what I thought of when you first mentioned this. Um, the next thing I thought was, I'm glad there's a mature option because I was worried at first because I was like, I don't want to read a not smutty one. We haven't read enough smut lately. Um, so I was very pleasantly surprised or pleased or whatever. And then my initial thoughts before like just really reading it, I kind of don't think I had anything. Yeah, I didn't have any thoughts about the actual story before I read it because I just kind of like went into it without looking at anything. I didn't even read the description. I just jumped in because I had no choice anyway. I had to read it. So it's not like I could have just looked at the description and been like, actually, this is not for me. So yeah. What about you?
So I think this was I was a while back because I've you know I was picking on my co-host earlier for reading ahead. As it happens, I've read this before.
Well, thing, I just asked you. I said, how much have you read? And you said, I've only read the first
Oh yeah, for
50.
this, it's been a while since I've read the whole thing. That was like several months ago, and by some actually it may have been a year ago or longer. Actually, it's been a while. But for this, I've only read the first 20 chapters because I have discipline and self-control and can keep my pants on. Anyway, when I read it initially, I was on a webtoon binge, and I was looking for more stuff like Moonlight Garden, Lilith, Love
Mm.
Doctor, that kind of thing, Pulse. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw this one, and I was like, "Ooh, I want." And then I read it. And I was like, "This looks like what I want to read right now," and so I read it. And then sometime later, uh, I was like, hey, Aisha, my esteemed co-host, would you also like to read this for a bit of homework, that being the Yuricast? And she was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. We get to read this? And then we read this.
I know you fucking lying. I don't. Wow, that is not how I sound. That is not what I said. First of all, let's just talk about how that's not what I said at all. So, and that is not how there was no conversation. You said, "Oh, hey, we're reading this one," and I was just
No,
like,
I was like,
"No,
hey, do you want to read
no,
this?
you didn't.
And it was
You
agreed
ask
to.
me. No, you didn't ask
We
me.
planned this whole month out.
Yeah, you planned this whole month out.
No.
And I just went along with it. You've chosen everything.
I asked. No, I did not choose everything. You chose Eclair for one. Okay, I chose the 2 webcomics, and the Whisper Me a Love Song was the alternative if Witch's Love at the End of the World did not pull through in time. Okay. So I planned 2, you planned 1, and then the last one, or the first one, technically, it was kind of just, it was going to happen. Because we probably already read part of it to begin with. But, yeah, anyway, my co-host attempting to disparage me.
Wow. I don't like the tone that you take up whenever you say co-host. I don't know about that.
Anyway, yeah, that's how I ended up reading it and what I thought the first time. So, now that we've read it, would my co-host like to talk about her thoughts on the series?
No, actually, I wouldn't like to. I'm gonna quit. Bye. I'm hanging up.
Okay. Bye, Aisha.
Whatever. You know I wouldn't do that yet.
I know. You want to talk about Yuri. I know.
I mean, I could easily just talk to myself, TBH. Okay, so wait, what am I supposed to be doing?
You're supposed to be talking about your thoughts on the series that you
Oh
were
yeah,
only
yeah.
supposed to
Okay.
have read 20 chapters of.
So as I was first reading it, my first thought when I started reading it, I thought it was cool that it's set mostly in an office because I like office drama. It's a thing that I really enjoy. Okay.
And we were on a bit of a high
Excuse me.
school kick for a while there.
Yeah. And the thing is I mean, I feel kind of bad because I feel like we talked a lot of shit about the last like several but it's just I don't know, adults are just more interesting, okay? So anyway, let's see. I'm trying to think of like how I want to do this. So first of all, Sunji is very pretty. Um and I do like her as a character. Um I think the men are ridiculous and annoying and I hate every time they look at her or talk to her or anything because they I just men in these comics are so obnoxious. I mean,
I didn't
men in general.
find I didn't find these ones to be as obnoxious as in the Love Doctor. Like these ones
Oh,
seemed more down to earth and at least somewhat plausible.
really? Do you think so?
I mean, we didn't have a guy literally jump out of the bushes with a guitar and start playing a song.
At least that was funny. These guys are like what's the one guy's name? It doesn't even matter. But like the guy who was really trying to date her, and she just clearly was just like uncomfortable. And I guess he eventually does get the hint, but I don't know. Anyway, so I don't like any of the men. They're all annoying, um, and weird looking. Um, I obviously love, what is her name? Sumin? What did I say her name was? Sunmi. No,
Sumin, the boss lady.
Sumin. Yes, the boss lady. I like her. She's complicated. She's been through some
She's
things.
got
And
tattoos too.
yeah, she does have really nice tattoos. But okay, she kind of reminded me of oh crap, from
Oh
Lilith.
crap! From I don't remember that character.
No, what's her name? From Lilith. You know who I'm talking about.
The
Also has a tattoo.
school director lady.
Yes.
She has dragon on her back.
Yes. So that's who she kind of like director lady in this and what does the fox say reminded me of her a little bit with like the tattoos and stuff. But she
She's not
seems like
sadistic though.
huh?
She's not really all that sadistic though.
Mm, no, she's like it was just the character design, like just that. Like personality wise, I don't think that they're too similar. But I do think that uh she wait, I'm trying to think of okay, so in the first 20 chapters, do we get hints about her past, right? Within the first 20 chapters?
Yeah, she is definitely has some fun with pink hair lady, who's the head of the company.
Yeah,
Kind of. She's
kind of.
she's like the daughter of the head of the big company that owns the small company that the other
The
two work at.
the illegitimate daughter. That's important in these Korean drama like webtoons because it's always the like
She
illegitimate child of
she's the
some
outcast child.
yeah. Um but so I really wish that I could remember people's names. Boss lady, Sumin? Hold on, let me look again because I keep saying it wrong. Laethas, please delete or not delete. No, what
Oh
am I trying to
no,
say? Edit.
no, 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 no.
No. Sumin. Okay, yeah. So Sumin, I can't remember. This could be spoilers for past episode 20. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure we get hints that Sumin may have some trauma, you know?
Oh
Um
yeah, there's definitely that comes up pretty early on,
okay.
where she misses work for family reasons.
Yeah. There's a lot of trauma that is hinted at, especially as the series goes on past episode 20. Um
How much did
s-
you read beyond that? Honest question.
what?
How much did you read beyond 20?
I stopped at like 35 or something.
Okay. See, I was only aware of her reading to 23, but she read a lot more, it would seem.
Um I couldn't help it. It was so good. It's so good. Like it's kind of an understate like it's a very understated dramatic series. I don't okay, I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but it is a thing, okay? Like there's drama, but it feels like excuse me, my allergies are really bad. There's a lot of drama, but something about the maybe it's the way they speak. Like this if you read the speech bubbles, everything just sounds so realistic. Like you don't get a whole lot of like long drawn out um
No, you don't get a lot of long drawn out like pauses, but I think like Sung Ji, like the blonde
mm,
haired girl, I feel like she behaves in a manner that is very odd and not human like.
yeah, she definitely again, she was like the way the way it seems like she was raised is kind of odd. Like she seems like she's really, you know, I don't want to say anything because I have no idea what her deal is. So it could be. She just seems kind of.
Her social skills are not the most developed.
Yes, 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 yes. And I think that has a lot to do with her childhood. Um, Also, we've seen in like just short glimpses, um, and flashbacks. I'm I want to read more of this because I really want to know. Because I feel like in the first 20, it just makes you want to keep reading. Okay, I want to know more about these people. It just there's this like undercurrent of like sinister shit happening. I don't know. Just something feels dark underneath it. Like I don't know. Do you think that do you think that Sunji is like well you've read it. I don't know why I'm asking you if you think um is she a robot?
No.
Okay.
No. That is not where this goes.
Oh, okay. Um
But yeah,
is she
yeah. She is, she behaves in an odd manner.
is she a serial killer?
No!
Is she
She just behaves odd. That's it. There's no greater who to what now to it. Just she's odd.
I mean, but aren't we all odd?
I mean, I guess, but I feel like I can talk to people at the very least.
I mean, sure. Mhm. You can talk to people really well.
Are you okay over there?
No. No, I told you I'm tired. Okay. Am I even making any sense? Am I ruining this episode?
No. Although if you make long pauses and don't talk ever, then yes. But you are doing fine.
I'm stressed. Okay, okay. Um gosh, I'm trying to think. Because I've honestly, okay, I'm gonna admit that reading past the first 20 chapters was kind of um probably not a good idea because now I'm thinking about everything that I've recently read. So, um things about the first 20 chapters that I like. I like okay, in the very beginning, and that's like episode 1, I thought that their dynamic was very interesting because like so in Korea, or in Korean culture, it is very normal to tell someone your age so that like especially in the workplace so that you know how to address them because like there's suffixes and stuff like that or whatever kind of like with Japanese too. And so there's a scene where Sumin is like they're introducing each other and she says, "I'm 34," and it was funny because she seemed confused. And when I first read it, I was like, "Why is she confused? That's a normal thing to say." And then I scrolled down further and I realized that she was confused because she didn't believe her that she's 34. And I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, because she doesn't look 34.
She does, though.
She looks really, really young.
I feel like people don't, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't really know like what 34-year-olds look like. Because I was just 34 like a year ago. And um I look 34, so I mean I look 35 now because I'm 35. What I'm saying is she looks like a 34-year-old can look. People in their 30s we don't all look like old, like, crones. Like, there's,
I mean, no, she does not look like a granny, but like,
she also doesn't look like a kid.
no,
Like,
but
how old?
she looks like she's in her like mid to late 20s.
I mean, TBH, so does, oh girl, Sunji. She also looks like she could be in her late 20s, early 30s. They
I
look,
don't I don't know about early 30s. She looks like she's
she looks like she's in her early 30s.
her early 20s to mid 20s.
No, honestly, like, neither of these characters look like an age. TBH. They don't look like,
I mean, they're not like grandpas.
right. And they're not children. They're just general adults, and so they look like how adults, excuse me, generally look. Um, I feel like I sound like I'm hating. I'm not hating. I'm not saying it's not bad to look like you're in your 30s when you're in your 30s.
Anyway,
Gee.
Sumin um, has a bit of a complicated relationship with the people around her because she's busy after hours.
Busy.
Was that a question?
Well, kind of, because I wanted you to, like, keep explaining for the people.
For the people?
Yeah.
Well, you see, by busy, I mean she's getting it on with the daughter of the boss. She's had a lot of other relationships. She also knows like this athlete girl who also seems to get around a lot, and it seems like a big hot pot for some messy stuff to go down.
Hot pot. Yeah. It's just there's a lot of drama that's being set up, and I'm excited, honestly, to read more. Everyone is, um,
Is there anything more to add? Like, we obviously enjoy it.
yeah,
There's a lot of smutty elements to it, of course.
yes,
Um, the characters admit they like each other fairly early on, so
yes,
that could be seen as a positive.
yes. Um, it's kind of hard to say too much about the first 20 just because, it definitely is a setting up the scene type of thing, or setting up the scene, setting up the characters and all that jazz. So, um, it feels like it's going to be almost like a coming of age story for Seungji, maybe. Like, she's learning about things. It's just very the fact that she's able to, like, work and, like, have a job, that she's so socially awkward is very interesting to me. Um,
Like, apparently
so
she's really good at her job, but like is
yeah,
unable to talk to anybody.
yeah, it's just very interesting. But she has no problem talking to, um, Sumin. And even then, there's just something. I'm telling you, there's something going on underneath the surface. Like, something. I feel
What do you
like
think is going on?
I don't know. I feel like Seungji was, like, abused or something. Like, she gives me locked in a closet
Rapunzel
and,
vibes?
like, not even Rapunzel, just, like, sad abused child. Like, the way did you not notice how her brother and sister-in-law act around her? Like, I mean, you're gonna have to cut this part out because this is past the 20. But, like, there's a scene where when she finally tells them that she's, like, got a lover, and the way they act is so weird. Like, it's just weird. They
Wait, when
act
they
like,
drop their forks?
yeah, and then, like, the
No, that
sister
happens in the
comes.
first 20 chapters. I don't need to do any cutting. We're
Oh, does
fine.
that happen in the first 20 chapters?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, in any case, the way they acted was just it was just strange. It feels like they are too attached to her. I feel like there's some abuse.
Her friends also went kind of crazy.
Yeah, her friends also are. They're all just really weird. They're
They're
all really
delusional.
It's so weird. They're all like oddly concerned about her dating potential. Like it's just weird. Like it just feels weird to me. I don't know. Am I weird for thinking that they're weird?
Oh no, they act like delusional maniacs. The friends, at
It's
least. We haven't really seen much of the family's reaction, but
mm,
like, the friends are like, basically like, don't ever talk to this person. Like, and it's
so
like,
weird.
why? That sounds like horrible advice.
They just I don't know. Like just all the people that she's surrounded by are strange. And then I mean she like I said, she has a lot of trauma, definitely in her past. But it is really cute to watch her, like, her weakness, very, like, the fact that her weakness is pretty women is very, or just pretty people, I guess, but specifically pretty women is very cute. Um, she has a hard time telling Sunji no, and I find that very. I just love grumpy people who can't resist the sunshine character. Okay, I love it. I love it so much. It is my favorite. It's my favorite. It brings me so much joy. Okay, and they're so cute. There's something about watching a character who is just like, no, I'm not. I'm never gonna be in love with anyone, and blah 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 blah. And they're just so like sure about it, and then in comes this like adorable, gorgeous person to just be like, actually, and then it's just I love it. I love it. Watching that person's defenses being torn down by adorableness. That's my shit, man. So,
She spends an entire like fortune at a claw machine to get a little fox.
right? She spent so much money just for that little toy, and she was so hard. Listen, the way that she simps for Sunji, I love it so much. Ugh.
You're happy.
Hmm?
You're happy.
I am happy. It is my favorite trope, hands down.
Well, I think that means we have to move into what do you think? What do you think is going to happen now that I have confirmed for you that no, she is not a robot and no, she is not a serial killer.
Well, um, at the point where I am now, I mean, um, I don't know. Like, there's so much that could happen. Um, I definitely feel like things are gonna go down with pink-haired girl. Um, like there's and the other female character
The
that works
sport.
at the place, this that
Oh, the glasses girl.
the glasses girl, something's gonna happen with her because she gives me low key.
Yandere vibes.
Yeah, she's just. I think she's gonna be one of the. Because listen, I used to watch a lot of Korean dramas. I still do occasionally, but I don't make as much time anymore. But just in Korean dramas, there's always a jealous office lady who goes out of her way to try to sabotage the the main character, the main girl character, and like over some dude, over some, and it's not even like it's a mediocre dude. It's always some mediocre dude, and so she's gonna definitely be crazy. Like I feel that. Because doesn't she have a crush on the one guy that is always being annoying and
Yeah,
trying to hit on
very,
Sunji?
very obviously.
Yeah.
She's like very upset whenever he's with her.
Yes, and it's like, girl, he don't want you, and that's not her. That's not Sunji's fault. And girl, it's not yours either. That's his. Just let him go. But yeah, something's gonna happen with that. You probably already know. Does something happen with her?
I actually have completely forgotten.
Hmm.
So I don't remember.
Well, okay. How about this? So you catch up to where I am, and then we can low key buddy read.
I don't have time for that.
You say that every time I suggest buddy reading. It's not about time. You just we say, okay, hey, we're gonna read till when we get to this XYZ chapter, we will stop and reconvene.
Yeah, that's what the Yuricast is for. Anyway,
No.
we can continue on to what I think is gonna happen later, and by that
Okay.
I mean what I think about the creator. I want to see more work from them, and I want
Mm.
to see what other stories they're able to create, especially in the Yuri field. I want to know, and those are my thoughts. So
When when you said I want to know, two songs popped up into my head, and they're two different songs. And I think that I'm not gonna say what the
I
songs
want to
are.
know what love is.
No, actually, that is not one of them. That is not one of them. So I was thinking of, because I'm black, I was thinking of this song called I Wanna Know. I think it's by Joe. People who are listening to this and are around my age and are also black will know about that song. The other one was, oh wow, it just flew out of my head actually. Um, Yep, never mind, I can't remember, but the other one was "I Wanna Know" by Joe, and it's a great, like, 90s or early 2000s R&B hit. Everyone should listen to it.
Anyway, what are we going to be talking about in July? Now that Pride Month is over for the Yuricast, our once a week Yuricast, unfortunately, is coming to a conclusion, and we are going back to our monthly schedule. The first episode going up on Aisha's channel, where she is now going to tell you what it is we are going to be reading, or in this case, what we are going to be playing, because it is a visual novel.
Yeah, we're going to be playing a visual novel called Escape from the Princess, and it is put out by, uh find it. It's put out by, who the fuck is this put out by? Oh my god, wait, okay. Salamandra 88? 7 dots, 7 dots.
Salamandra 88 is the developer, Seven
Yeah,
Dots is the
is the
publisher.
publisher. This really looks fun. Okay, I'm on Steam right now. Um,
Yeah, we
Life
should
is
probably tell people where they can find it.
Oh yeah, you can get it on Steam. Laethas claims that there's no titties, but I think you are incorrect.
I mean, there doesn't seem to be like an adult patch, so I'm not expecting nudity. So, are you there?
No, look. Okay, features. I'm looking at the features, and it says, listen, it says, lots of great CG art, duration 3 to 4 hours, multiple endings, achievements, and romantic/erotic scenes.
Okay, erotic doesn't mean nudity.
Yes, it does.
All right, well, I guess we'll find out who is right and who
What?
is wrong.
I mean, like, if
And
it's
if I'm
erotic,
right,
why would it not be?
you do know I'm gonna hold it over you, right? Like if I'm the one who's correct, which I will be, that I'm gonna gloat. You're aware of this, right?
I mean, you're not going to be right though. So
We shall
okay.
see.
I mean, I don't know. Do we have different ideas of what erotic is? Because erotic absolutely means naked.
I guess we will find out, won't we?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna start playing. Actually, I might start playing it tonight, and then I can like play it
Oh
multiple
God,
times.
my chat. It's gonna be just filled with pictures.
R.I.P.
Wait, no, you can't do that to me. That would be spoilers. How dare you even threaten me? Anyway, yeah, I think we can both give What Does the Fox Say a high recommendation. You should definitely go check it out.
Yes, agreed.
And be back here next month for Escape from the Princess, our first visual novel since Summer's End, Hong Kong,
Yes,
1986.
the year that I was born. I'm vintage. Aging like fine wine. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Anyway, that episode will be going up on Aisha's channel. So
The
make
episode called
sure.
Aging Like Fine Wine?
No. I mean, I guess it's possible you could upload a video titled that, but not as part of the Yuricast. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed to her and follow her on Twitter, as well as the Yuricast.
And also follow him. Wait, I guess if you're watching on this channel, you're probably already following him. Just in case, subscribe to my friend, I guess. And,
Oh, it pains her so much.
huh?
Nothing.
And, just follow him on Twitter, even although he does not tweet.
Correct.
Unless it's occasionally to be shady to me.
Hey, it's not always shade, okay?
Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Thank you all so much for watching this extra special episode of the Yuricast for Pride Month, June 2021. Let us know what you thought down in the comments section down below, as well as your thoughts on the series in general, be it the Yuricast or What Does the Fox Say. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and share. And if you'd like to keep up to date with Yuricast, follow Yuricast on Twitter, because we tweet out when episodes go live. But yeah, that's been us from the Yuricast. Thank you for watching, and take care.
Bye.
Bye.